Lie dum dee diddle die dum do. He lie dum dee diddle die dum do. He lie dum dee diddle die dum do. He hiddle 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 hi dum do. Where are we today, boys and girls?
Handa Island.
Handa Island, and where is Handa Island?
Right, somewhere in the
Tarbet, so it's just across from Tarbet, that's right, William, and it's on the very northwest coast of Scotland, that's right. So, what is Handa Island, do we know?
basically the whole world, which are seabirds that are found nowhere else on Earth.
That's right, and what ones have we seen today while we've been here?
We've seen Arctic squaws, great squaws, also swifts, puffins, seagulls, red grouse.
Oh, anything else?
I've seen a really weird bee.
A weird bee as well. We didn't see too many insects, but that's not a bad thing for all the wildlife that we saw.
Yeah, the birds are probably eating them all.
Now, when we're looking about here, what are the rocks like here?
Really volcanic.
They're really, really different, aren't they? And why is that?
Because they are 3 billion years old.
And what's the name for them? Is it Genesis lewisan? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's... Yes, that's the one. And just look at them. You can see all the layers and the way that the magma's burst through the Earth's crust, haven't you?
Yeah. Just to think that these hills here will become yet another layer.
Aye. And just look down here at the water here. Now, which ocean is this?
Atlantic.
The Atlantic Ocean. So, maybe not here, but if we're looking right over that way, is that maybe heading towards America maybe, or is it out the other side? What do you think?
Yeah, that over there I think is the mainland.
Well, that's the mainland there, but I'm talking about over that way. Now look over there. William, have you got the binoculars there?
Yep.
Can you just have a look? Now, way off in the distance there.
You see a nugget?
I can see something just sticking out the headland there.
That must be a lighthouse.
Do you think that's a lighthouse? Let's try and see if we can zoom in and see it. I don't know if the camera's going to spot it.
It's a bit blurry.
Oh, you can see it on the camera. Just and no more. Come down here. Well, you'll not see it from there. And just look at what the water done. So you can see the tide mark, can't you, over there? So is that where the black rock is?
Yeah, and the world's biggest rock pool.
And then the bit above it is where the water comes up to, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then down here, we've got this fantastic rock pool. Now, that looks really inviting and we would love to go there, but we can't. Why not?
Because of the bird nest.
Well, not just because of the bird nest, because this is a protected wildlife area, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you come here, you have to stick on the path. But everywhere you go, it's so tempting just to go over and check something out, isn't it?
Yeah. We saw a seal earlier.
We saw a seal as well. We saw
whales on the cliff.
We saw whales, and the other week there was even a pod of dolphins just over there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So let's just come down the hill here, and now we've got the little buildings here. Now there's something pretty cool down outside this building, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, we go and show all the boys and girls.
Yeah.
Come on then. Well, come a bit closer so we can hear you, pal.
Okay.
And just look down here. So we've got this lovely little inlet here, and we are going to go and get the boat just over there. So what we'll do is we'll take everyone for a little walk down here and over to where we're going to get the ferry.
Yep.
Shall we?
Yeah.
And we'll show them the inside of the wee bothy here. And there's one of my favourite things, a wee compost toilet, isn't there?
Yeah.
Aye, fantastic.
No, fantastic. I've seen those
But
before.
just look at this. So this is one of the oldest parts of the earth, isn't it?
Aye.
Where the rock... Oh, sorry, what are you saying?
Some of these rocks are billions of years old.
Billions of years old, that is right. And when you look at them, you can just see the difference in the geology from here, from where we live, can't you?
I know a lot of them have layers like onions.
Because, that's right. And we've got, so back where we live, we've got a lava extrusion from the Devonian period, which is the sort of one of the first periods, isn't it, Chloe?
Actually, Cambrian. Devonian was much later.
Well, that's what I mean. So we've got some really old rock where we live, but this stuff,
It's older than the Earth itself.
it just laughs at it, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
just says, "Oh, you think you're old? Have a look at me."
And the Earth is about like 12 billion years old.
No, I think the universe is it's about 4.2. I don't know,
Something like that.
something like that.
So it's nearly as old as the universe.
Right, so there's a wee sign here. They also have a bit of bird flu kicking about, so we've got to go back and just put our feet in the disinfectant here, don't we?
Yup.
Just to make sure we're not taking anything back to the mainland.
Yeah.
And what is this here?
That's like a skull of a...
The skull of a whale. And is that one of the vertebrae there as well?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, right, somebody. Who's going to read this sign for me? Chloe?
I can read this.
Right, you read this for me.
This skull and vertebrae belongs to a northern bottlenose whale that was washed up in Handa in winter 2008 to 2009. Northern bottlenose whales are deep ocean specialists that mainly eat squid. They are rarely seen from land. However, the immature males frequently get lost or stranded, and scientists are still investigating why.
Oh, no.
The famous lost whales that swam from Clyde and over the Thames in London were both northern bottlenose whales. If you examine the skull closer, you can still see the apple-sized otoliths, or ear bones, and you can also look down at its blowhole.
Wow.
I think that's the blowhole right there.
I think you're right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have a wee... Oh, yeah. It's just like a sinus, isn't it?
It's like a nose.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, it is a whale's nose.
And let's have a little picture of the map of the island. And it's a fair old walk right round. You get to see all directions, north, south, east and west. So, Chloe, do you want to read what here? So we've got the remain, at number 1, we've got the remains of the...
Historic village.
And then we've got...
Scenic path.
And
Puffin
then...
Bay. The Great Stack. Gold Cove. And Boulder Bay.
And Boulder Bay.
And we got to the point where we could see the beach.
Yes, that's right. We could see it from up the top, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Right, shall we take a little walk round to the bay and see if we can get the boat?
Yup.
Come on then.
Sorry guys, I've got a full boat for this one, but you'll be on our next one.
All right, no bother.
So, you can take your time. And it's 3, 4, 3,
3.
3.
So we're trapped on the island overnight, are we?
No, we've got lots of boats to go, so
Thank you very much.
you'll be on our next one.
Excellent.
We're on number 1676, 177,
Well, I think we'll go and have an apple or an orange on the beach. What do you think?
Do something to pass us out.
Watch out for dolphins.
Oh, yes. You don't want the dolphins coming up and eating you, do you?
Yeah.
Eating your food, eating your bag, eating everything.
Did you see any puffins?
We did. We saw one. We saw one. And we saw...
Place, sadly.
Oh, Rosie.
We got dive bombed by an
you got
Arctic skua.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had a great skua just walk along beside us.
Oh,
Just come for a little walk.
Yeah, he was like sitting there, I was looking at us, like,
Yeah, yeah.
who are you?
They're very friendly, actually. I was
Yeah,
quite
they are.
surprised.
Got to go beside a great skua.
Did you? They're quite big, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you are the Handa volunteer. You live
Yes.
here.
Yes, we do. There's
Right,
6
so
of
how
us.
long do you stay here for?
I'm just here for 6 weeks, but
Right.
the rest of the crew, they come in March when it was snowy,
Uh-huh.
and they leave in September.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
then the island just gets closed down for the winter,
Right.
because the ferry can't run because it's too windy.
Too windy, yeah, that's right. So do you quite like it up here then?
Oh, it's lovely.
It's absolutely astounding, isn't
Yeah,
it?
there's no boats on Sunday, so I've got the whole island to myself.
All to yourself?
Yep.
Wow.
Which is brilliant.
That
And
must be
some
amazing.
of my friends, Annie, goes swimming every day in the sea, even when it was hailstones.
Oh
She
wow,
was
well we've
swimming.
got friends that come all the way up here just to go for a little dip
Uh-huh.
in the Atlantic Ocean at New Year, don't we?
Do you
I
fancy
mean,
going
I
for a
would do
swim?
so.
Would you do it too?
Oh, too cold for me. I'm going to help these guys onto a boat and I'll come and I'll be...
No bother, we'll see you in a bit. So imagine that, imagine being able to come and live here for weeks at a time. Huh?
Yeah.
On a place where no one is allowed to camp overnight.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to come and live here and experience all this. Well, that was
Change your life.
very nice of the man to tell us all about the island, wasn't it? Oh look, here, do you think they collect driftwood to have like a little fire at night time maybe?
Maybe, or maybe just do it to help the boat.
And just listen to the lapping of those waves. And look, so here, Chloe, You can see where the rock and the lava has just shot up, and you can see the direction of it.
Yeah, it's slanted.
Yeah, it's on a slant, coming up like that. That is astounding. So round about Scourie, so you can see the other ones over there, they're kind of like flat layers. This one is shot up like that, and they have like standing stone areas here, where there's been holes in the Earth's crust, and then the lava just shoots right up in a big circle.
No, that's going to be my favourite part.
Now, I don't know if we're allowed to go onto that one, Chloe. I think we'll have to come round to this one. Come round this way. And we've got some sand dunes here. Now, these are very special for certain types of things. What's this little yellow flower that's growing here?
I don't know.
Come and see it. It's beautiful. Right, come on, we'll go over to the other side so we can show them this side of the bay. Yeah. Come on then. Now, what do you think we might find in the sand dunes? Now, there's an animal here that they're not too keen on, isn't there?
Rats.
What do we have on the island?
Rats.
What's that?
Rats.
Rats! Oh no! And they will eat all the eggs and the special bird eggs, won't they? Yeah. So that's why it's quite important that they have to catch all them, or...
Yeah, I saw a couple munched eggs.
Oh yeah, we did see a couple of eggs that had been eaten, didn't we? Do you think that was maybe the rats that had got them?
Squash are on rice.
Yeah, well, sometimes the birds eat them as well, don't they?
Yeah, squash are known for that.
Oh, are they?
Rice.
And just look at this. Unbelievable. A pristine wilderness. Handa Island. Oh, look, it's like a little cave here, isn't it? Yeah. Come through and see this. Why is it called Handa Island? Shall we ask the man and see if he knows? Come on then, let's go and ask him. Someday, well maybe it was a Handa people or something, who knows? Look, we're going into a tunnel, a sand dune tunnel. Whoa! Oh, and here we come out the other side. Just look at this. Just look at this. My word. Oh, there's the ferry. Come and see. There we can see the ferry we've missed. Coming over the water there. Chloe, come and see these rocks. Wow. Look at that. And the blue waters of the Atlantic. Look how blue the water is, Chloe. Isn't that magnificent? Absolutely fantastic. Oh, and those waves. Oh, yes, please.
They're fierce.
They're fierce, eh? Just for a little bay like this, they are, aren't they?
And the noise.
Right. Are we going to say goodbye, boys and girls?
Bye.
Bye!